Yes, now we are going to speak with the valedictorian of the UE graduation of 2021, class of 2021. That valedictorian is Chikara Mitchell, who received first class honors with the Faculty of Social Sciences. And Chikara is on the line right now. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being with us this morning. Congratulations on your wonderful work. And
Thank you.
I'm sure the long nights and the sleepless nights and all the hard work has paid off because you're the valedictorian
Yes, it paid off for sure.
for your
It
class
was
of
worth it.
2021. So let's dial it back a little bit and speak about your UE journey. When you first registered and you signed up for your classes and stuff with UE, what was that like? What was that feeling like? Leaving secondary school level to going to tertiary level.
It was a change, a big change for me, especially as I didn't know exactly what to expect. To
Right,
move from Cape to university, I think one of the biggest things for me was that, how in secondary school you have classes 8 hours to the day,
right.
and you have spaces, you have time to do other things, and I think that was a big difference. You have to learn how to be more independent, how to be disciplined, and in UE there's a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
It's not like you could go to class. You have a bunch of extracurricular activities. You have new friends to make, new things to explore. So I think it was a great experience.
I'm sure. And then, life in UE, as I said, the campus life itself, it wasn't just academics, it was extracurricular as well. What did you do outside of just your academics?
Well, I was actually a member of UWI African Society. I still am a current member. I was on the track team for a while. I was on the Faculty of Social Sciences Guild Committee. I ran up a position on the Guild. I didn't win, but it was still a great experience. I was also president of Hands for Hope, volunteerism on the National Affairs Committee, things like that. So
Wow.
I stayed pretty busy in UE. I was busy outside academics as
Yeah,
well.
you had a full UE life. You did a lot of things outside of just schoolwork. Some people they just go and they do their work, they do very well, but they don't get much else out of it. And I think the mindset needed to be so involved in so many other things, it's what pushes people to do great things. And you yourself, as the valedictorian, you have done something really great to graduate at the top of your class. Now, tell us, what really kept you going? What kept you driving to not only push yourself to do well, but to do exceedingly well?
I have a great support system. Have to admit, my support system is A1, 100% always there. My family, my parents, my mother, my friends as well. I think having a good circle of people to support you is
Right.
actually something that drives you forward. Once you have a great support system, people who want to see you succeed, people who you also want to see succeed, it's a great thing to have in life because you'll motivate each other and help each other to move forward and get things done.
Yeah,
So I have to say, honestly, my support system,
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, as the old adage goes, show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. So, surrounding
Yeah.
yourself with good people, positive people is so important for young people to really get ahead and to do the things that they should do to progress in life. Did you have any challenges during that time, on your journey to becoming UE valedictorian?
Well, besides the academics, I would have to say there were times, I mean, university is challenging. There are times you might feel like if you might not be able to do something, you might feel overloaded. There were times like I will be up 2 a.m. trying to manage different assignments, trying to do different things, and I'll be just like, do I really know what I got myself into? Did I really consider this? It's like
Right?
head over sometimes, like going, spinning out of stuff. But then I just have to ground myself, or as I said, my support system and also talk to me. They would give me different ways to do things. One of my favorite things about university is that your friends don't see things the way that you do. So if I was struggling with something, I could talk to a friend who would say, why don't you consider doing it this way? One of my friends actually saved me from a course, like one of my most challenging courses. She
Right?
said, study it like this. And when I started studying it like that, like the course became easy to me. It was great. It was perfect. It just worked
Yeah.
out perfectly.
What would you say is your favorite moment of your UE life, really?
Hmm. Pardon, sorry.
Yeah. What would you say was your favorite moment in your UE life?
Whew. Um, that's a difficult question to answer, because there were so many good things. But I would have to say it would be interacting with my fellow students, interacting with my friends, One of my favorite times is actually Guildfest, which is the start of the UWI, where you
Yep.
see all the clubs, all the committees come out onto the quadrangle, and it's so much fun. I remember the last Guildfest, I was actually drumming with African Society,
What?
and you could see everybody passing through all the different committees. It was a really great time. I also have to stay, I stayed on hall for like my last 2 years, and being with people from other Caribbean islands, hearing different
Yep.
accents, us laughing about the names of different fruits, things like that. It was a great experience.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Well, you're quite the ambassador for UE there, and I want to congratulate you on all the work that you have done. Congratulations on being valedictorian, and continue being an inspiration to young people to go and do great things, especially through the University of the West Indies. All right, have a great morning,
Thank you
Chikara.
very